Sagittarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to our October 2020 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you are a cross watcher, you might be able to resonate with some of these messages. I would like to say welcome to my new subscribers, welcome to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. I do appreciate it. Here is the Page of Cups, Sag, that just flipped right out. What does the sign of Sagittarius have coming up for the month of October 2020? Sagittarius. Now, it's possible that some of you Sages are dealing with a child. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces child, but doesn't have to be. It could just be very sweet, creative child. Okay, that's interesting. There's the Eight of Cups. At your foundation, I have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Sagittarius, October 2020. What does the sign of Sagittarius have coming up? Okay. So I'm going to take these out in the order in which they came out. So we have in the recent past, I do have the Ace of Swords, crowning you, Seven of Swords, near future Ace of Cups. Interesting. So there might be a Gemini Sagittarius connection because they actually had the Seven of Swords in the same position. You might have Gemini in your chart, Sag. Let's see. All right, in the position of your power, I have the Five of Cups. How others are viewing you, I have the Two of Swords. Okay, wow. Hopes and fears, we have the Six of Pentacles. Final outcome, Nine of Cups. Very nice. Let me just make sure that you can see all of these cards. All right. Overall energy for you guys for the month. That's so interesting. Page of Pentacles. Because I believe Gemini had the Page of Wands. So they had a page as their overall energy. And they also had the Seven of Swords in the same position. So very interesting. Communication significant here in October. Let's see. For some of you, it's obviously connected to finances. Could be work-related news. Could also be a side opportunity. Or something to do with schooling. So if you're waiting on hearing about maybe taking some classes or going back to school. Yeah, change is coming in, and this is something you've been waiting on. We have the Page of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. So change is coming in. Okay. We have the Hanged Man. So some of you, this has been a slow process. It's something that is meant for you, and it's something that you've been waiting on. But change is coming in. Now, maybe some of you, while you've gone through this process, it could have been actually a very spiritual process for you. For some of you Sages, as you've had to be patient. And maybe this is over the course of, for some of you, maybe the last year or so. You know, maybe it's been a spiritual journey for you. And yeah, you're becoming more spiritual, more aware. And this has definitely been something that you've been waiting on. I think that right now, or here in October, you see things quite different than, let's say, a year ago. also the energy is going to pick up. We have the Knight of Wands here. We have the Page of Swords. Wow, we have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands. Oh yeah, the energy is going to pick up for some of you when you least expect it. There's news coming in. Now maybe it was delayed in the past, but this is you moving forward. For some of you, this is you taking action here. You making a move. Now with the Wheel of Fortune here, you could be taking a chance. You could be communicating with someone. You could be reaching out to someone. Now, if your mind was made up about something, Sag, if your mind was made up about someone or something, set, on a particular idea, or not moving in a certain direction, some of you are changing your mind and you're actually going to be taking a chance. For some of you, I see you taking action here. Again, this could be a very spiritual process for you. And I believe that's something I've been getting for you guys for quite some time. Now you have several pages here. You also have the Knight. So news, very significant, lots going on. It might happen when you least expect it. And Knights, people coming in, people leaving. October, there could be a lot going on in the month of October for you guys. Now, for some of you, you're going to hear something right at the start of the month. We have the Page of Cups here. Page of Cups crossed by the Eight of Cups. So this is an emotional journey for you. It's a spiritual journey. Now, if this is on the love front, some of you might be dealing with a Pisces. So, if you're trying to come together with someone, Sag, or you're trying to come back together with someone, and maybe you were dead set against this, again, you could be changing your mind, but the challenge is that either you or maybe this other person is emotionally very distant. That's what I'm getting. So I really feel like I'm reading for some Sagittarius where you're trying to get back together with someone. You're trying. At least you are here in the month of October. But the challenge is either you or them, somebody is emotionally distant. I think that you're either hearing something or you're reaching out to this person because communication is so significant. So maybe you could be giving them a gift or just being very kind, very nice, very sweet, maybe even trying to flirt with them. I see you trying, but for some of you, they might be emotionally very distant because of whatever happened in the past. You have a lot of young energy here, so there could be an age difference. Or maybe, when it comes to relationships, someone might not be so experienced in that department. That's a possibility as well. At your foundation, I have the Two of Pentacles, which is you trying to stay balanced. You might have had a lot going on, but I feel like for some of you, this was you trying to balance your emotions. I think you had some other stuff going on as well, so this could be on the job front. You had a lot going on, but you also, some of you, I feel like you're trying to come back together with somebody, trying to work it out with somebody. Also, with the Eight of Cups, the challenge is for some of you to move on, emotionally move on. Now, with the Eight of Cups, that for me, that doesn't mean something is completely over. It just means you moving on, walking away from someone. It doesn't mean that you can't turn back around and move back towards that person. For me, it's not something that's over forever. So if you are walking away from something or someone, this is you emotionally walking away. It doesn't mean that you can't at some point turn back around. Now, for some of you, this situation is something that's been ongoing. So you might feel as though this is like a karmic cycle or connection. The challenge is breaking that. The challenge is doing something different. The challenge is changing your mind. The challenge is taking a chance and doing something different. Now, the challenge might be communicating, telling someone how you feel. Now, in the recent past, I do have the Ace of Swords. So I could be reading for some Sages where you did that. You spoke your truth. Maybe you told someone how you feel, or right at the start of the month here, you could be telling someone how you feel. Now, if you're doing that, they might be emotionally distant. Ace of Swords is some sort of truth or clarity that came in the recent past. It can also be you cutting someone off. You know, if you were dealing with somebody who had multiple options, you might have cut them off or spoke your truth to them in some way, because crowning you, I have the Seven of Swords. Gemini had this in the same position. Now, this can be you watching someone, or for those Sages where you know someone's watching you, this is you aware with the Seven of Swords in this position. So you might have found this out with the Ace of Swords in the recent past. So some of you Sages know someone's watching you, someone's spying on you. Or you're watching someone. If that's the case, it could be someone from your past or someone you have a crush on. I say crush because we have the Page of Cups here. But somebody might be emotionally distant. Also, Seven of Swords, you know, the Seven of Swords represents several different things. It's not automatically negative. I think that those of you that do have a crush on somebody, I see some of you Sages trying to hide your feelings. Trying to hide your feelings. Yeah. We do have some emotions here. We do have some emotions here. Now, if somebody is reaching out to you, they might be reaching out to you in a friendly way. Or, you know, this could be in regards to work or, you know, something about money, finances. And so if it's an ex that maybe you have a child with, you know, if they are talking to you, if they're reaching out to you, it could be in regards to the child even, you know, something about the everyday, you know, how's work, how's school, something very small. And maybe some of you are very emotional and maybe you want to say so much to this person, but I see you holding back. Again, some of you are emotionally distant. I see you hiding your feelings. We do have the Ace of Cups coming up in the near future. So you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups here in this spread. So new beginnings are coming in. For some of you, this is in love. This is in love. I feel like I'm reading for some Sages where you might have a crush on someone or they're crushing on you. You might work with this person. They might be younger than you. You just have this very youthful energy here. So if they're not young, with the Page of Cups here, right at the start of the month, you know, they just might come off in a very sweet, innocent kind of way. maybe even a little bit shy. Now, this could be you or them. For some of you, Sagittarius, it's you because you have the Seven of Swords here. You're trying to hide your feelings. You might be a little shy. But maybe you've seen the truth about this person in the past, in the recent past. Now, Two of Swords at your foundation, going back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I communicate with them? Should I get to know them? Should I flirt with them? Should I reach out to them? Ace of Cups, this is feelings. This is emotions that are developing, and this is around the second week, Sag. Now, I also feel like for some of you where there was a loss in the past, this is healing energy. So your heart is healing. If someone was juggling, if someone did cheat on you, if you are, Sag, moving on from someone, a relationship, you might have a new love interest that's coming in. Some of you are loving yourself here around the second week. When I have the Ace of Cups with the Five of Cups, your heart is healing. You're emotionally healing, and you are letting go of past hurts. Letting go of past hurts. Also, those of you coming back together with someone, you might have a child with this person, but those of you that are mending a relationship, I see you doing that around the second, third week. But what's interesting is how others are viewing you. I do have the Two of Swords, which can be somebody who's blocking their heart. Someone who's very protective of their heart because they've been hurt in the past. And, you know, with this Five of Cups in this position, which is in the position of your power, this is very focused on the past. What didn't work out in the past? What went wrong in the past? So if you are mending a relationship, you have to really heal and move on from the past, which I do see you doing that. It might take you some time, but I do see you doing that. And for some of you, you might have even broken up with this person about a year ago, and maybe you're just coming back together with them now. Obviously, that's not for everybody, but I am getting that. But yeah, you don't want to get hurt again. But the Two of Swords can also be someone who is avoiding rocking the boat. I think that some of you want peace, you want to heal. Even if somebody did you wrong, you still want to heal. And it could be because you have a child with someone, with this person. Maybe it didn't work out with them. But I do see you wanting to heal, Sag. Wanting peace. We have the Six of Pentacles here in the hopes and fears. Yeah, for some of you, you just want things to feel more balanced. Maybe financially, absolutely, but this is emotionally as well, mentally, emotionally. I feel like you guys just want peace. No more drama, no more heartache. You know, if you are involved with someone, or, you know, this could even be with a child. If someone needs your help, I think that October would be the month where you are going to give it to them. So if this is a loved one, if this is a family member, if someone needs your help, I do see you being there for them. So yeah. You have a lot of very emotional energy here, Sag, which isn't your norm. It's not your norm. A lot of times I do your readings and, you know, the energy's always, well, not always, but, you know, a lot of the time, always so passionate, very creative, very inspired, but obviously more fiery. Always a lot going on. This is just like a nice nice emotional energy. It's not overly emotional. Yes, for some of you, you might be a little focused on the past here, but it's because you're healing the past. And then you're ending the month going into November with the 9 of Cups. I mean, lots of emotional healing. And also there could be a wish coming in. 9 of Cups, it's a wish card. So if you were hoping, wishing to reconcile with somebody, and even if it's not romantic, I mean, this could be something with family. For some of you, that wish is coming true. Others, I mean, this is you just feeling emotionally quite content, at peace. You know, that balance that you were hoping for has come in. You're ending the month on a really positive note. Now, some of you, Sagittarius, you possibly are dealing with a Gemini, but could also be maybe a Cancer, could be a Scorpio or a Pisces. Let's actually clarify. We will take a look at the 7 of Swords, which is crowning you. All right, let's clarify the 7 of Swords for Sagittarius for the month of October. And so if you wanted to speak your truth, Sag, you know, especially those of you that you're interested in someone, there might be a new love interest around you, or for those of you that do want to get back together, if you wanted to speak your truth but didn't, because we do have the 2 of Swords here, which can be you not making a decision, can be you blocking your heart as well. And so maybe that's what's needed, Sag, is maybe getting something off of your chest, because I feel like I can't get the words out for this reading. So when that happens, it's because communication is significant. You need to say something. You might need to get something off your chest. Now, 7 of Swords can be someone who's trying to escape a situation, trying to run away, trying to get away, not wanting to maybe deal with their emotions. Okay, interesting. So we have Death and we have the Devil. Wow. So all major arcanas. Now, the Devil and Death were almost in reverse. They came out sideways. So when that happens, you know, it can go in either direction because it's a general reading. For some of you, these cards are in reverse. And the Devil, for me, in reverse is much better. So if you felt stuck or blocked, or there was some sort of negative attachment or connection, obsession, whatever it might be, it is ending. It's just maybe not completely over. You're going through the process. You might have to make a decision. Could be ending it with a Capricorn. Could be ending a codependent or unhealthy relationship for some of you, and you're going to be fine on your own and happy on your own with the 9 of Cups, not needing anybody else. Let's take a look at the 5 of Cups. So, you know, if a relationship is dying, if a relationship is ending, yes, you might mourn that loss. See, I can't get the words out. You might mourn the loss here around the 2nd, 3rd week, but it's because your heart is healing. Yeah. I definitely see you very guarded, and because you've been, wow, because you've been hurt in the past, I think that you do have someone new coming in. But this is brand new, okay? And they might only be a friend. Because you've been hurt in the past, it's going to take you some time. 6 of Pentacles again. Wow, okay. So looking at the 5 of Cups, we have the 9 of Rods, the Hermit, and Justice. Maybe some of you dealing with a Libra, a Virgo. But yeah, because you've been hurt in the past, your guard is up. You might even be paranoid as far as getting hurt again. Really fearing change. But I think you're coming out of that. You're coming out of that. This balance is coming in. I think the more you learn in regards to the past, but also for those of you where you have someone new coming in, the more you learn about this person, I think your walls will come down. I think that you're going to begin to feel more comfortable. But you need to learn more about this person. Others, you could be blocking someone from the past. You're in the process. You're letting go of a connection. You know, if they're reaching out to you, you completely could be ignoring them. You might have blocked them on social media. And while all of that is going on, they might be trying to reach out to you. Again, news, communication, very significant. Your heart is healing. You're actually letting go and healing the past. And that's why they see you as the 2 of Swords, because you're ignoring them. You're blocking them out. You're focused on yourself. Your heart is healing. And you know what? You're ending the month on a very positive note, which is you enjoying your life. Some of you are going to be happily single. All right, additional guidance for Sagittarius. And you might really start to focus more on career and finances, which, to be honest, I do not see a problem in that department. Sagittarius. All right, so those of you that want to know about love life, let's take a look at your love life, Sagittarius, for the month of October. Okay. Those of you dealing with, okay. Look at that. Okay. All right, and those of you wondering about career, and if you don't have a career just yet, this can also be in regards to school. If you're older, if you're retired, this could be in regards to a hobby. So it doesn't matter what you have going on the career front, you still can resonate with this message. Okay. Okay. The overall additional guidance cards that I have for you, Sag, we have the Little Match Girl, Choice, and then we also have the Little Mermaid, Sacrifice. And we did have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck, so for some of you, a sacrifice is needed. Now, maybe you were dead set against something. I mentioned some of you changing your mind. That's a possibility. Also, with the Hanged Man, you might see things from a different perspective now versus, in the past. But yeah, you could be making a sacrifice, and also a decision is needed, which is interesting because we have the Lover's card here, clarifying the Seven of Swords. So you might be choosing between two people. Yes, for some of you, this is a love triangle. If this was an ongoing love triangle, you actually might be making a decision, making some sort of sacrifice, because looking at your love life, we do have healing family issues. So if this was a three-party situation, some of you could be getting rid of the third party and focusing more on if you have a family with this person, or focusing more on the marriage or the long-term relationship. Some of you will resonate like that. But either way, I see you healing. You have the Five of Cups with the Ace of Cups. That's you healing the past. Some of you are loving yourself. Could be splurging on yourself here with the Nine of Cups. You're just simply enjoying your life here at this time. You're healing. Now, this is quite interesting because we have friends first. You're attracting a new love that will begin as a friendship. It will develop into something more. And then we have divorcee. You'll meet someone that is divorced and possibly has children. You'll have to decide if they are worth pursuing. So, I mentioned that some of you have this new love interest that's coming in. Friends first. I mentioned that the communication might be very simple, maybe boring, but small talk. So, could be talking about the weather. This person might be a divorcee, or some of you might be a divorcee. You might have children. You could be coming together with someone who has children, or, vice versa. Now, looking at career, practice, polish your skills by practicing. So, practice. You might be getting into something, moving down a career path where, maybe you haven't been doing it for that long. Others, this could be in regards to a hobby, a new hobby that you just picked up. Maybe you're retired. Like I mentioned, you don't necessarily have to work for a living to resonate with this message. So some of you, you're getting into something new here. And yeah, you're just starting out. So stick with it. Yes, a decision, a choice is needed for some of you. Yes, you might be making some sort of sacrifice. Financially, I see it being a good month for you. I think it's a more emotional month for you guys, really. It really is. I see you healing. For some of you, your family is healing. Things are going to really feel more stable and balanced for you guys here in October. And yes, some of you have love coming in. It will start out as a friendship. Okay? All right, guys, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, have a great month. Take care.